Have Duldung in Germany. Watch this video to the end. Like you can see, my nose is blocked. The weather is really affecting me. The reason why I bring this video today, a lot of people have been asking me, what is Duldung? I have paragraph this, I have this. What does it mean? Watch this video. You are going to learn all those things. Some of us, we are holding documents, we don't know the meaning. We don't even know the requirement for the renewal of those documents you have. You are going to be learning about that. Do me a favor, as you click to watch this video, subscribe, like this video. This costs you nothing. And leave your comment constructively. If somebody asks question, you know the answer. Of course, we are here to help one another and share our videos. You guys know my name is Linda. I base here in Germany, and the purpose of this platform is to enlighten, educate people about the happenings in Germany. I am not here to mislead you. I am not here to deceive you. I am not here to create fear, and I'm not an immigration. I don't work in immigration. My content is just for educational enlightenment and to inform people about what is happening. So the reason why I bring this video, like I said earlier, is this: a lot of people have been given documents, but they don't know the requirement for renewal. I see some people, they give 1 year, they will be thinking that they have relaxed. They won't figure out the things they need for renewal. So after watching this video, you are going to learn all those things. And there is a video I will make tomorrow. Make sure you watch those videos, because one of our sister don't collect, because I don't know whether I will say people know they listen, but sit down, watch this video, ask your question constructively. If you know the answer, if you have anything you want to share with us, do that. I will do it. I wouldn't mention your name.
Duldung is also called tolerated stay in English. That is, deportation is suspended due to legal reasons. Please underline legal in your heart. Legal reasons, okay? And you cannot just go to the immigration that you want to apply for a Duldung. The immigration officers decide to give you a Duldung based on your legal reasons for wanting to stay longer, or for your legal reasons why your deportation is being suspended. And I would like to speak about deportation. Deportation here does not necessarily mean maybe you went through asylum and your asylum case is over, then they want to deport you, but for some reasons they cannot deport you. Deportation can also be you voluntarily leaving the country, okay, when it's time for you to leave. For example, if you have a residence permit in EU, no matter the kind of residence permit, maybe you had a residence permit as a worker in another EU country, as a refugee, because if you are being granted refugee in countries like Greece, Italy, Spain, then you come here in Germany, maybe initially you came to visit someone, then for one reason or the other you have to stay longer. Then you have to go to the immigration and inform them that you want to stay longer, and the immigration officer will decide to give you a Duldung, okay? Deportation can also go to someone who left like Africa or another continent or a non-EU country, and they want to stay longer in Germany. You came in with a visa, whatever kind of visa, your visa has expired and you want to stay longer. There is need, a legal reason, not just you wanting to stay longer without any legal reasons. There must be a legal reason why you want to stay longer. Now you have to report to the immigration, and they are going to give you this Duldung, and the time of your Duldung will depend on your reason for staying, okay? Sometimes they give people 1 week on the Duldung. They give you a Duldung and it has just 1 week duration. It means you have to leave the country after 1 week, or you need to go for renewal after 1 week. Some 2 weeks, some 1 month, some 3 months, some 6 months, and 18 months, okay? So the length of the time you can stay with your Duldung will depend on your situation. So speaking about the legal reasons, that will take us to the different types of Duldung, because those types of Duldung are the legal reasons why you can stay in Germany. I will name some legal reasons, then I give you the types of Duldungs. So you can have a Duldung because you are doing Ausbildung. Ausbildung is apprenticeship, that is training in Germany. You can have a Duldung because maybe you get pregnant and you cannot travel by air, or maybe you got pregnant with someone who has a resident permit or a German citizen, or you are pregnant and your pregnancy is like 8 months. That when you report to the immigration, you cannot be deported for that reason. So you will be issued a Duldung maybe for 6 months. So after you have your baby is 3 months, then you can leave the country. You can be given a Duldung for as for work. Okay, maybe you gain employment here when you came with your residence permit, your visa, not residence permit. You came in with a visa, like the tourist visa, or you moved from one EU country into Germany, like Italy. You had a refugee residence permit or any kind of residence permit from Italy, Greece, Spain, all the EU countries, and you came in here. Then you get a job here. When you get to the immigration, that job, maybe you need to work, you have a contract of 2 years or 1 year. They will give you a residence permit based on that contract. So you can also have a Duldung because maybe your asylum case is going on, and then in the course of that period you integrate. Okay, you speak the language, you get yourself a job. They can give you a Duldung that will help to facilitate, to give you an opportunity to be able to have a residence permit. So putting all of this together, we can now name the different types of Duldung, which are, you have the Duldung Light, which is for someone whose identity is not clear. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but if I didn't, then there is also a reason for having a Duldung, which is a legal reason, is maybe your identity is not clear. They don't know which country they can deport you to, so they are going to suspend deportation. This is usually for those asylum seekers. You are seeked for asylum and maybe your case has been rejected. Then your identity is not clear because you did not give your right passport, or you did not give any right legal document to prove your nationality. Then they have to find a way to establish clarification on your identity. Also, some people came here because they're escaping from one reason or the other. They used another identity, like someone's passport that they used to come here, and then now maybe they have a way, an opportunity to have a residence permit, but their identity is unclear. So with this one, they are going to give you this Duldung Light until your identity is established. Then they can give you a residence permit. So you can also carry this Duldung. So let's go to the types. You have the Duldung Light. You have Ausbildung Duldung, which is for those who are doing training or studying or doing apprenticeship of any kind in Germany. They have been given the Ausbildung Duldung. So you can have more time to complete your studies, and you can also have time to look for a job in your field. The third type of Duldung is the Beschäftigung Duldung, which is for those who find a job. Okay, you came here for 3 months stay, 1 month stay, and the time you have to stay has expired, but you have a job. When you get to the immigration with your contract, you'll be given a Beschäftigung Duldung, which is an employment Duldung. So it will give you time to do your job, and after that, with time, they may decide to give you a full residence permit. Then the fourth type is the opportunity Duldung, which is the Chancenrecht Duldung. It is to give you a chance to be able to, once you are showing efforts to integrate in the country, like studying the language, having a job, then they are going to give you this Duldung to be fully integrated. Then they can give you a residence permit. So you cannot just go to the immigration that you want to apply for Duldung, okay? But if you are already in Germany and your stay, you had like a visa, a tourist visa, or you had like, you have a residence from another country and you are already getting to the end of your 3 months stay here and you wish to stay longer, there should be a reason for your stay. And before I end this video, I also forgot the family Duldung, okay? This is for someone who is like living with a minor, who has, maybe there is a reason why they cannot deport the minor, or the minor has the residence, and before you become part of this minor's residence, you can be given a Duldung. Example, for example, I'm a woman, I get pregnant, I come here like for vacation, I fall in love. Within the 3 months, I get pregnant, and because I'm pregnant, I can go and tell them, okay, my boyfriend or my husband, or you get married, is in Germany, and I would like to stay longer to have my baby here. Then they will be giving you a Duldung until the baby is born. Some documents will be made, then you can have a residence. So it's also called a family Duldung, okay? And remember, not all Duldung is allowed to work, and not all Duldung is not allowed to work. Many people think that when you have a Duldung, you cannot work. Not everybody, okay? If your Duldung is because you had to be deported and you got sick, you cannot be allowed to work. If your Duldung was because of unclear identity, the Duldung light, you cannot be allowed to work. But if it is the Beschäftigung Duldung, that is for employment, you can work and you can have work permit. For Ausbildung Duldung too, you can work, because Ausbildung, normally if you are doing the dual or Ausbildung, then you need to have a work permit, and therefore you are allowed to work. As a pregnant woman, you are also not allowed to work, so you'll be given a Duldung birth without a work permit. You can also have a Duldung as someone who is married to a German. Okay, if you are married to a German or someone with a residence permit here, you would be given a Duldung, and take note, you may not be allowed to work with that Duldung. So, because I've watched videos where people tell us that when you're married to the German automatically have a job, it's a lie. I know people who are married to real Germans, they don't have a job. So let's end the video.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I believe you learned 1 or 2 things. I will see you again in my next video.